Hey guys, so I'm about to do another batch of Aircrete, and for some reason I feel like every time I do a batch of Aircrete it's worthy of videoing. So I just mixed up this batch, so this time I can't pour it from the big bucket because it's gonna go into this here chimney. I don't know if you can see, but this is the chimney's foamed all around on the bottom. And we're going to pour the gap with the Aircrete, and it should be very insulative and be able to dissipate even the chimney. So I'm just going to take it in bucket at a time, and then I'll get another shot once it's all full. Hopefully that one batch will fill it all up. Been bad about anticipating that before though, or guessing. We'll see. So this is the following morning. This was full when I first poured it, and look how empty it is now. When I came and saw this, I was like, oh no, it must have, because it hasn't spilled out right here anywhere visibly. So I was like, oh no, it must have seeped through into the chimney and then gone down and just filled the fireplace underneath. But I went down there and there's none visible at the base of the chimney. So it's like a mystery, like where the hell did it all go? So it's possible that there was maybe some other holes in the bottom somewhere, and then if it found even a small hole, the pressure of this could then push it to fill some other holes that were in between where I'm standing and the structure underneath. I don't really know, but this is now solidified, so it shouldn't have anywhere to go now. So I'll just have to do another batch, and then just cut that, get it to the top of there. I'll keep a little bit extra so that when it does slump, I can put it in, and then just mortar around the Aircrete. I don't know how I'll do the transition right up against the chimney, but I'll probably just try it with mortar and see how it goes, but that won't be insulated, so that'll be interesting. I'll just have lots of lath there to help prevent the cracking. And then bring the mortar up around the outside, finish that, and then this chimney will be all set for fire down below. So I just finished a break after pouring I made a half batch of Aircrete, and this time I kept all the leftovers instead of pouring it out. So not much slump. It must have found some sort of hole before. I don't know how it slumped so much, but it's looking pretty good. So at some point I will have to empty this. There's a good bit left in there, but I didn't want to run into the same problem that happened last time, so I'll probably do what I did last time and just get like a bucket or half bucket, leave that aside, put the rest down in the valley here, and I don't think it's going to slump as much this time as it did last time, because I think it probably found an outlet, and then once it solidified, it filled that, and now we're good, insulated all the way up to here. So I just emptied that second batch, all gone, and look how much it has collapsed. It was full, came back, filled it up again, came back, and it's collapsed again. I really don't understand where it's going. I mean, if it's all just, the bubbles are all just popping and it's just collapsing right there, and it's just becoming like solid cement. I don't know where the hell. I mean, there was some cracks, but alright, I just wanted to video this. This is, I think, the third batch I'm about to do. It's only got like a foot to go, and look how much Aircrete I made. I made a half bucket barrel of this. So I imagine at most I'll be able to fit half of it in there, but I'm guessing maybe it'll pull a magical disappearing act again. I don't know where the hell it goes, but it takes so long to get there. that it's like halfway cured by the time it slumps, and then when I put the other stuff in, it disturbs that stuff. And oh boy, it's difficult to figure this material out, but I'm gonna put that in there, see how we do. Alright, so here's the proof, just in case this foam tries to pull another disappearing act on me. It is full. Probably didn't even use half of my barrel, but I've got this dirty sneaking suspicion that if I come back in like a half hour, it's going to have gone somewhere. Anyways, we'll see. So here, after a couple hours, what do you know? It's collapsed again. And you see now, this has collapsed a bit, but now when I add this into that, it's gonna F it up. But I'm hoping I can get up to the top with all of this when I add it in now. Hopefully I'll get to the top again, we'll see. But I will say for commentary that I'm sick of the Aircrete, honestly. So I just emptied that, and once again, this is full. It seems like maybe a thicker foam now. And we'll see how much slump we get with this one. So it's been maybe a week or two since that last video, but I just wanted to kind of do this completed one. After that last Aircrete, it didn't slump again. So then I added lath all the way around and then added mortar on top. You can see this is the one little spot where there's no mortar added yet. And at some point this will rust and have to get replaced, but for the meantime, the chimney is basically all good for now. Lots of noise and stuff going on, but I just wanted to make that last clip so I can finish this video and finish the chimney project. Hey guys, just to wrap up this chimney project and integrate the learning lessons, I got kind of frustrated with the Aircrete in the middle there because I didn't know where it was going, what was going on. Since then, I've done another Aircrete project, and I'm not over Aircrete or whatever, or I was just really frustrated with it at that point. I think what was happening is that my mix was too loose, basically too much foam to the Aircrete ratio. And then because the column is vertical, what happens is that it needs to stay static as for that Portland to cure in that bubble form. And if anything disturbs it, like if it starts getting slump from like one place on top, that can start basically destabilizing the whole column. And I think I was facing something like that when I was insulating the side of the gate tower as well. And so how I would address this in the future is make sure that the batch is thicker before adding it. And that can also result from inconsistencies in a single batch. If the mix on top of the batch is too foamy and below is heavier, as you then add that in to a column, you end up with the lighter stuff on bottom, and you might end up with the heavier stuff on top, which then, as it settles, causes all sorts of stuff to move and destabilize. But I think that was the primary cause of the Portland or the Aircrete continually slumping so much. Is some of it probably went into some holes, but for the most part, I think it was for that reason, the column kind of destabilizing because it wasn't thick enough. And the chimney is mostly done now. I just wanted to put this video out and share that learning lesson as I'm figuring out how to do the Aircrete as well. And I'm gonna seal up that last hole, scrape off that mortar off the chimney because that will exacerbate the rusting of it, and then put some high heat sealant to connect the mortar to the chimney, and then I'll do a test fire. I'll probably do a video of that at some point, but just wanted to throw this video into the weekly report so to get the video out before I do the report. The report's all ready, and that sums up this chimney Aircrete video.